Hey fellow devs, today I'm bringing you a full guide to the newly released Claude Opus 4.8, tailored specifically for junior to mid-level developers. By the end of this session, you'll know exactly how to use this tool to max out your development efficiency, work less overtime, and have more free time. First off, let's drop a huge announcement. Opus 4.8 is currently the only LLM globally that has successfully run through all test cases from start to finish in the Super Agent benchmark, with performance directly surpassing GPT-5.5. This is a tool you absolutely have to know about as a developer. First, we'll walk through Opus 4.8's 4 core features to help you quickly build a complete understanding of this model and learn exactly what makes it so powerful. This is the underlying logic of hybrid reasoning and the most fundamental difference between it and standard LLMs. Regular models use the same computing power no matter if you're asking 1 + 1 or to build a full payment system. Opus, by contrast, first assesses task difficulty before allocating computing power. It gets hard tasks right and delivers results fast for simple tasks. This mechanism is called adaptive thinking. Put simply, it takes its time when needed and goes fast when it can. When writing complex production-grade code, it uses more computing power to ensure correct logic. And if you ask a basic syntax question, it gives you an answer instantly so you don't waste time waiting. The second core feature is the massive 1M context window, which translates to roughly 750,000 Chinese characters. What does that mean? You can paste the entire code base of your medium-sized project directly into it, and it will remember all of it. No need to send it in chunks, which saves you a ton of hassle aligning context across inputs. Third core feature is high consistency and autonomy. When we used LLMs to write code before, they'd often forget earlier requirements halfway through and constantly throw up basic bugs. Opus 4.8 runs its own checks first before giving you results, and stays on track even through long tasks, so you don't have to correct it over and over. Alright, we've covered a lot, so let's do a quick quiz. Pause and think for a second which option is correct. Move on to the next slide once you have your answer. That's right, the answer is B. It both guarantees accuracy when you're writing complex code, and doesn't make you wait forever when you're looking up a simple syntax rule, plus it saves you money on tokens. It's a triple win. Next, we'll look at the top 3 use cases for Opus 4.8 that are most relevant for developers, so you know when it's best to use it and don't waste its capabilities on small trivial requests. The first use case is advanced programming, which we devs use every day. It has 3 core capabilities, each of which will save you a ton of time. First core capability is production-grade code delivery. Look at this payment callback code. It automatically adds idempotency checks and signature verification, has clear comments, and meets enterprise development standards. You can deploy it directly without changing a thing. It's more standardized than what a lot of junior devs write. Second capability is automatic error correction. Take this code for calculating average user spend, for example. The original version throws a division by 0 error if the order list is empty, plus there are type mismatch issues. Opus 4.8 can spot these vulnerabilities on its own, fix them automatically, and even add exception handling for you. Third capability is large codebase operations. You can stuff your entire codebase into the 1M context, then ask it to do cross-file dependency analysis. For example, if you want to switch your entire project's logging framework from log4j to logback, it will modify all files for you directly. No need for you to hunt through each file one by one. Second big use case is the super popular AI agent development right now. Opus 4.8's advantages in this area are the strongest of all current models. If you want to build agents, you have to give this a try. First advantage is complex multi-tool orchestration capability. For example, if you ask it to build a competitor price monitoring agent, it will break down the task on its own. First call a crawler tool to scrape competitor pages, then call a data cleaning tool to process the data, then call a chart tool to generate analysis reports. You don't need to intervene in the entire process. Second advantage is long-running task autonomy. When we built agents before, they'd often get stuck after a few steps and need human intervention to fix. Opus 4.8 can run tasks that span multiple days on its own, troubleshooting and fixing issues when they come up. For example, if you build an agent that continuously crawls industry news, you deploy it once and it runs every day on its own, no supervision needed. Third advantage is cross-session memory learning. You can feed it your team's coding standards and project background, it will remember it. Next time you ask it to write code, it will follow your standards automatically, no need to repeat the requirements every single time. Third big use case is enterprise-grade workflows. It works whether you're a freelance developer, taking on outsourcing projects, or working on a team. It's like having a free assistant. First capability is end-to-end multi-day project management. For example, if you take on a small outsourcing project, you throw the requirements at it, and it will split it into development tasks, rank priorities, and even do acceptance checks on the code once it's written. It's like having a free project manager. Second capability is professional document and spreadsheet processing. Before, we'd spend hours going through dozens of pages of PDF requirements or multiple Excel sheets of operational data. Just throw them into Opus 4.8 and it will extract the core information and generate an analysis report for you, saving a ton of time. Third capability is high-risk task processing. For example, if you need to review a contract or do financial compliance analysis, Opus 4.8 has extremely high accuracy and all.